and welcome to Grace and Lottie's. Elizabeth here, doing video 3 with these beautiful kits from Crafties. Now, part of the reason that it took a little while to get the partnership together and to get the kits here and everything is that one of the videos I wanted to do was comparing two mediums here, and one of them is diamond painting and the other is paint by number. And they are nice and have two kits. Now, what's really cool is that these are pretty close to the exact same size. So right here you can see now they're both huge, but having them the same size is really nice to be able to compare them. So I've just unboxed both of them. I'm kind of surprised because I think that the diamonds and the paint weigh about the same in here. And I didn't expect that. I expected the paints to weigh a little bit more. But we have a few more colors over here in the diamonds than we do in the paints. So that's going to be interesting. I have 33 colors here and 24 colors, I think, over here. So it's going to be interesting to see how that lays out with all of it. They came with all of the pieces, so you can kind of see. This is how much you're going to need if you're doing diamond painting. And here are, plus you'll need some water for doing a paint by number. So paint by number you can see on the camera right here. Now this came with a nice little extra holder, but I've got brushes in multiple sizes. I have paints as well as they even came with stickers. Now a lot of them don't come with stickers, so that's kind of a nice little bonus. For diamond paintings, my tools are I need my little tray, I need my diamond pen. Now this one was bonus, came with tweezers, came with an extra little add-on here to do multiple diamonds at once, and you need your diamonds. Now, most diamond painting kits do not come with an organizer to hold your diamonds. This one's nice in that it came in little bags. Most kits, like especially cheaper kits, will come where you have to cut open and you can't store necessarily in those containers your diamonds. So you're gonna need to think about that if you're wanting to do this. So that's the opening difference and getting ready to get going. So I'm gonna work on these kits and we'll come back in a minute and talk a little bit more about the differences.
4 to 6 weeks later.
And through the magic of television, I have two completed kits here. Never mind that it has been well over a month. I think we're getting closer to 2 months now at this point. I'd have to look back on the date. I'm not for sure what day I opened these, but they are both finished. So you can see them here. These are both from Crafties, as I said before in the thing. And if you want to get one, there is a code and a link and all of that down in the description below. So look at that. You'll be happy to get these. I have been very happy with these kits if you are curious about it. So you can see, one of the things I noticed is I would have thought that the colors would have been a little closer. Both of the colorscapes are good in their own way. Like if you look, this one is a little crisper with the color palette, where this one feels like it's got like an aged vintage kind, like a yellowed varnish on the painting, like it's got some age to it. This feels like it's a brand new, which it is technically a brand new painting, but it literally, like, look, I've still got the paint on my fingers. So that is something with this. That is just a matter of the different kits. Like one kit could have it in a slightly different color scape than the other. So look at them before you buy them. So that's not necessarily something between the two mediums. One thing I noticed, actually I noticed a lot of things. So let's get into the things that I noticed between the differences. Number one, the diamond painting. If you're wanting to jump right in to a craft that has like a super low barrier of entry, normally it comes with everything you need in the kit. This Crafties kit especially came with these already in little bags. I was painting within minutes, which was like super great. And diamond painting. It was easy to get started. I didn't have to sort. All the tools were right there. It was fast. So like from opening box to actually creating, really fast. Also was faster in the amount of time it took me to complete it. Like I had this done in 4 days. Now that is like, I was working boom, like super fast and full days to work on it to get it done. But I did this. So know that this is a little bit of a faster craft. This, on the other hand, if you're going to do it well, which I skipped a step on this that I wished I hadn't, where you do a clear gesso coat first, because I really wanted to get in and get painting. If I'd done the clear gesso coat on it, it would have gone faster in the long run, but I really just wanted to hop in and start painting. So the clear gesso coat would take some time to get it primed and ready. The paints, I had to put the numbers on. It did come with this nice little holder for all of the paints, which was super, super, super helpful. I mean, I've never had one of these little containers, and I used it like crazy. Came with some brushes here, enough brushes. Like the tools for both kits were good. It took longer. I feel like with the paint by number, you get a little bit more detail. We'll compare the village here because that's one of the best spots to see it. Let's see if I can get it to sit well right there. There we go. If you see the village here, I can see the buildings a lot better than you can up here. Like the spire even kind of gets lost, whereas here, that spire is very prominent. And in the painting, it is as well. Now, the one thing that the diamond painting got that the paint by number didn't, which kind of surprised me, is in the original, the edge, you see bare exposed canvas, and they didn't have that on this one. Now, they did wrap the edge. Let's see if I can show you easily on this to where it kind of came over just a little bit right here. So shows a little bit better. I would like to get a frame for this. I think it would look a lot better framed. Obviously, both of them would look better framed. What piece of art doesn't look better framed? But this took a whole lot longer time. It had a lot more setup for getting, it took 2 coats for me. And even if I had gessoed it, it still would have taken 2 coats. That's normal. I would have ended up with a little bit better line on it. At this point, I could do a 3rd coat on this and like really get it to ultra perfect. I'm happy with where it is. I kind of like the little bit of imperfections, especially knowing that the original piece does have like the bare canvas. He put the paint on really, really fast. I mean, that's the way Van Gogh painted. Like he was really frenetic with his painting. So knowing that, happy with where this is here. Now, the one last thing that I wanted to kind of talk about between the 2 mediums was portability. I was kind of tied to my studio with the paint by number. Just because moving with the paints, now I could have gone outside with it. I could have taken my easel out and gone to my desk. But traveling somewhere else because you have a wet piece, it's a little bit more finicky, would have been harder, especially with this being on the canvas. I couldn't roll this to travel. I couldn't really get this in a suitcase very easily. Like this is my carry-on. No. But the diamond painting would travel a lot better, especially considering that these are in their own little Ziploc, and they came this way. Like you could buy Ziplocs to put them in, and if you had a set that didn't, but the Crafties come already ready to go. Everything in here is like self-contained, so I could put this in a bag pretty easily to travel with it, to go somewhere else and get to work. So if portability is something to consider with your craft, both of them are great, especially as we're going into the winter right now, just to have that on the cold night when it's already dark outside, you're kind of cozy in your house, especially if you live somewhere where it snows, which we do not, sadly. It's a little warmer down here and I love snow. But as winter sets in, it's nice to have something that in the evenings as you're cozy at home, you just have that little craft to get to do. So I do recommend both. Me personally, I'm going to honestly tend towards the paint by number, knowing that this is something I'm more likely to hang up in my house when it is finished. It's not just going to sit in a drawer. I love the look of paint by numbers. That's personal. The other way, it could be the other way. You may be like, this one, like the diamond painting is the one that you would go with, and that's cool. This is just my personal opinion right here. I would love to know down in the comments, which one would you rather do? Would you rather do a paint by number or a diamond painting? Leave it below. I'm really curious to see which one you guys prefer, or if maybe this might have changed your mind a little bit for which one you want to do in the future. As well as if you get any of the kits and you do them, hey, please post a picture on social media and tag me in it. I would love to get to see it. I would love to see what you're working on. And know that we got a lot more coming in the future video-wise, so I'd love it if you would hit the subscribe button to follow along on this fun art journey with me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.